Right. Well, all being said and done, we have finally got through the Drive Marathon Part 3. Survivor's joining me for the end of this one.
Yep, hello.
He's here. There he is. Yeah, we've done pretty well, I'd say.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we got a nice showcase of like what changed since last time we did the marathon. Like, we got some new runners doing the game we already know. We got some. I mean, I think some new category. I don't recall if we did showcase the classics indicators that time.
I don't
But
think we've ever done it
still,
before
overall,
on this.
okay. Well, there you go. But yeah, it's just a nice showcase of like how the run progresses and how everything's been going for in the driver series in general, speedrun wise. It's nice to just get a nice update to see like how everyone's getting along.
Yeah, I think overall, like I said, we've had a mix of runs. We started off with obviously Driver 1, went to Driver 2 with Brian New and yourself, and then moved over to San Francisco, which was the last game in the series officially. And then we had Parallel Lines with Taduva, back to Driver 2 with Fearful, and then we had the Driver Syndicate with yourself, and then to round out, we had the Driver 3 Ultimate Vermicelli's run, which was a bonus. As I said, I didn't have to do that, but obviously I feel like I know that I could have done, you know, we could have had like an any percent run of Drive 3 in, but like I said, these marathons, or this marathon, this event, it mainly come down to who was available, who submitted, what games they submitted. I can't force people to submit. I did try to get one or two people to do Driver 3, even the Timmy's run, but no one was available. People were busy, as you might expect. And obviously, unfortunately, we decided to do this the same day Le Mans is on for motorsport purposes. For those that are interested, like Survivor, and obviously during the Euros, which is not a great thing either. Regardless, though, how the hell was I supposed to know? Doesn't matter.
Yeah. No times machine to do it for that fun, so.
Exactly. I think overall, though, a few things to mention. First and foremost, I'm going to give a big thank you to all of the runners that participated. And for doing the commentaries and performing and doing their games. Even if they went over estimate on one or two occasions, it's still fine. You know, thank you very much for those that did submit to this and did participate. During the entire event, I've mentioned it maybe on one or two occasions, but we've had quite a few raids today of multiple channels, from Subsonics to Joshima's and more. So to those that joined in and raided us today, thank you so much. I know that earlier on we even had one or two people, I think, even give a sub or do a subscription to this. It's not on an official driver channel. I'm not the official driver marathon channel. I run it off my own thing because of the fact we barely do these events. They're not run once a year and things like that. So that's why it's all run off mine. Just a kind of a quick update as well. The backlog of videos is currently being uploaded to YouTube. We are trying to get all the drive marathon runs onto YouTube. They'll be under my YouTube channel, obviously be in the playlist as well. You can catch all the collection on here on Twitch. Obviously I'll edit all these out, stick my collection here on Twitch, and put them on my YouTube as well, so they'll be over there if you want to catch the VODs. And also as well, just to mention, again, I've mentioned this one or two times during this event, that we have had we've had a complete overhaul in terms of graphics. So all of the new layouts, basically the 60x9 4x3 layouts are all brand new. The intermission, the intro, everything about this marathon has basically been brand new, and it's been made by Broken Hyperlink. She's done a fantastic job, basically with what I gave her, which was, could you make something that was similar to Yellow and Black for the Dodge Challenger? She's done a fantastic job, I'm sure you'll all agree. And personally, I think it fits the marathon absolutely perfect, given what it is, the style and everything. But in terms of the overall event, I'm very happy with how this went. Many thanks to those that did tune in. Nice, I got nice music, or nice music. But in terms... Yeah, nicely fitting music. I'm just going to quickly say this, is that I know that we don't do these events that often because of the fact that I was supposed to originally do this event 2 years ago. That fell through. I was supposed to do it last year. That fell through due to personal issues. and other events as well. So the fact that we managed to get a full day, just the one day to do this event, has been pretty damn good. And I think even the driver community may agree that, you know, the driver community doesn't have major events as big as this. And I mean, this isn't a big event, but I think for the driver community, they need something like this. And
Yeah,
you know, it's nice to have it and to celebrate the series that is Driver. You know, Star Wars
yeah,
does it and all the other series do it, so why can't Driver do it?
yeah. It's just nice to have a one moment where we just like regroup and go like, all right, well, let's see how everything's going with speedrun wise. Let's see what's how the runs are these days and what we can pull off. So I guess one thing I could mention, like I guess on behalf of the driver community, I'd like to thank you, Viper, for hosting this event and like say setting everything up because like obviously a major part of the work came from your side, just setting everything like booking people. So thank you very much for setting it up. It's again like it's a great opportunity for people to just like get together all the runners for the different games because and just show what's happening.
Yeah, we the with the event being like it is, and I'll just quickly round this up, is that the driver community has itself, it has its community and things like that, and it does really well. And I'm quite glad that we was able to put on a show. And like I said, I know it's not like, you know, it's not got thousands of people watching it. It's no GDQ or even Macrathon. I think Macrathon gets like a fair few eyes on it. You know, and it's got a variety of games in it. The Drive Marathon purely focuses on Driver and nothing else. Bit like Macrathon, how that started out, but the Drive Marathon stays pure Driver, nothing else, pure Driver. Now, that's not to say that games like Driver Speedboat Paradise, Driver Renegade, Driver San Francisco on the Wii, Driver 2 Advance, Driver 3 GBA, or any of the other games that are in the Driver series that weren't in this, Driver 76 as well, of course.
Yeah,
All the games that weren't in the marathon. That's not to say that they are any less loved. It's just a case of those that have ran them or have played them, you know, haven't submitted. That's all this is. That's all it's down
yeah.
to.
We're like Viper mentioned, we go by via availability. So sometimes it is a specific day. Sometimes things don't work and it happens.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
so we try to show as much as we can, just to get as many people, just to make sure we have as wide of a representation as possible. I mean, really, it's why I decided to show the syndicate for it instead of like the usual driver too, just so I can show something that we don't always showcase in here. So
Exactly.
it's all
Exactly.
a part. It's all the part of the driver marathon. It's just showcase everything, all that's available, and stuff that we don't always do.
Like I said, we keep it down to Driver and nothing else. And like I said,
Mm-hmm.
it wouldn't be an event. I wouldn't run an event like this every now and again if I didn't think that the driver community couldn't step up to the plate and do runs of it. You know, at the end of the day, we have got, you know, as I was saying before, there is the idea for Driver Marathon Part 4, or Driver Marathon 4, whichever one you want to call it.
Yeah, whatever we'll pick.
And, you know, even more. But obviously, the thing is, it always comes down to one community and the speedrunners behind it. If the speedrunners aren't active, we can't really do it. Realistically, this was supposed to be a 2-day marathon rather than the one. But obviously, due to, I'm not going to say time constraints, it was more down to lack of submissions. We had enough submissions to fill an entire day, which we obviously have seen. But that was about it. And I'm glad that we managed to get at least one day out of it. Even if it was just the one day, it's still something. So, like I said, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much to all those that submitted, to all of you guys that have watched. And hopefully we put on a great show for you and hopefully you enjoyed everything and enjoyed the new layouts and everything else as well. We really hope you all enjoyed it. So, yeah, I think that's it. Any other closing thoughts, Survivor?
I think final thought would be hope you all enjoyed the show, and I guess we'll see y'all next time in the fourth edition. Who knows when it'll be, but there'll be a fourth edition. That's certain for sure.
Exactly.
But yeah, hopefully we all see you next time, and hopefully some more people will get to join in the chaos of, and we might get more people to see this game.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But
Yep.
yeah, on that
Fingers
note,
crossed.
we're gonna wrap this stream up here. Many thanks to those that have tuned in and watched all this today. And yeah, I think we now need to find an appropriate raid target. So who can we raid? Is there anyone streaming driver at this current moment?
I don't think so currently.
If not, that's
Let's see.
fine. I've always got people that I can
Yeah,
send
I'm
you
sure
guys
we'll find
over
someone.
to. I think, you know what? Why not? We're in a retro environment. I think we could raid one of my personal friends. Considering, I know we've done driving, but we're going to raid Howlin' Mad Mike, who is currently doing random games with beer. I don't think that's the name of the game. He's doing speedruns of classic retro games. Would highly recommend checking him out, giving him a follow if you are not, if you enjoy what he's got to offer. But yeah, he's currently doing Wonder Boy in Monsterland for the Atari ST. So anyone that's into that sort of gaming, feel free to drop him a follow. I'm sure he'd appreciate the sentiment. And yeah, on that note, we're going to wrap this up here. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've all enjoyed the show, and we'll see you all again next time. So, good night.
Goodbye, everybody.